Hey guys, so I've been waiting on this because I wasn't sure, and I've been burned a couple of times on reporting on things that I'm not sure about. And by the way, I do say some things every now and again where I might not say the right word, but I'm not working from a script. Okay, a lot of YouTubers, they're literally reading scripts like robots. I don't do that. I just say what I see and we get on with it. And if I say the wrong word sometimes, or I say the wrong thing sometimes, that is part of being just a human being. Okay, I'm not perfect. I mean, I almost am, but I'm not quite there. Anyway, let's watch this.
There's one from Margaret. Will there ever come a time when the government says it's impossible, we cannot take any more people into this country? There has to be a limit. And it's rather interesting. It does rather go back, whether you're...
The government will never say this because they want the people here. For what reason? There are many, many conspiracies. Actually, only like 2 or 3. But still, for what reason? Well, it's not good. It's not good.
Left wing, right wing, doesn't really matter. But surely we'd all agree there is a sort of degree of groupthink that seemed, and this goes beyond just this country. And if you certainly take a bloc like the EU, there is obviously political reasons why there's groupthink, because there are agreed...
The fucking communists, that's why. The EU is full of communists. I don't understand why people don't realise this. The EU was set up after the Second World War, and it was set up by a certain group of people that wanted to control Europe so that that would never happen again. And also, if you want to go even further, to make sure that that would never happen again. So anyway, Germany, that was divided, right? And the wall came down, and suddenly the whole world healed. Apart from the communists that were in that part of the country that they were keeping behind a wall, those rabid communists, one of them called Angela Merkel, that you elected as your president, prime minister, whatever. Anyway, she was fundamental in the legislation of the European Union, a former communist, a former communist.
Stop that.
No such thing exists. So anyway, so Europe got fucked up for some reason that no one can really explain. I don't know why. Honestly, right? Oh, fucking hell. I don't know why.
Policies and diktats from the collective nations within it. But even sort of prior to that, there is a sort of Western idea of how governments are meant to do business, and no one dares muck with the system or mess with the system. It would keep it like this. Everybody understands it. The civil servants, be they in Germany, France, Spain or the UK, they all understand it. The main parties understand it. Let's not meddle. Let's just keep things.
So what he's saying here is there was a system that was placed beneath democracy that would actually control the governments, control the countries, control everything. And that would run as clockwork when above that system, you've got democracy. So democracy would be playing out above this system, right? It's basically like a pantomime show. Like, I want to vote for this guy. Yeah, this guy's good. Oh, this woman's amazing. Wow, let's vote for her. And we're all doing this. Right? We're all voting for these people. But below that system is the actual system that runs the country that is not affected by anything that we do.
Things nicely. No one really, I think, looks for, running governments is actually quite hard work, believe it or not, whether you're in the civil service or the actual government. It takes a lot. So the last thing you want to start doing is messing around with the system and almost trying to reinvent the wheel. And I think that's why we often end up with these kind of curious Gordian knot moments in politics, because no one really has the kahunas to say we need substantial change on just how we do business. And that might...
Well, he's just contradicted himself. If you've got a system that's set up to run itself adjacent from the actual democratic system in a country, then you cannot expect the democratic system to reform the system that is meant to be autonomous. That just sounds retarded.
might be the answer to things. I heard one former Labour peer, Lord Glassman, actually say the other day on an interview he'd abolished the Treasury and moved the Treasury essentially into number 10. I mean, the Treasury it works very independent of the Prime Minister. It's surprising.
Wait.
I remember how autonomous.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Moving the Treasury into number 10 basically means that because the Treasury is not the Treasury. They're not independent. The Treasury is run by the Bank of England, which is run by a lot of different, well, yeah, we all know who it's run by. So the Treasury is run by a foreign institution. So I don't want that. That's a bad system. Don't move that into number 10 and make that a controlling body. This sounds like, you know when someone tells you to do something, they say, oh, you need to do this thing. And you go, what thing? And they go, this thing. And you're like, and you think about it for a second. You go, well, that's actually really bad for me. That sucks, actually. Like, that's a terrible thing. Why would you suggest that? Why would you suggest that? Why would you suggest moving an institution that we don't control into the heart of number 10? Now, I'm not saying that they don't already control the number 10. I'm just saying, is this good or bad?
Autonomous Gordon Brown was in the Tony Blair years. Give us a clue, Gordon, he once said, one day before a budget. He didn't know what was in it. And he was arguing that you need to just lose the Treasury in its current form, get it into number 10. And no one
all right, fuck it then. If Gordon Brown is saying that, then it's definitely fucking evil. It's definitely... All right, my mind's made up now. If Gordon Brown is saying you need to do that, that's probably really bad for you. Because Gordon Brown is a dirty, dirty traitor. Everyone knows this. He called an old woman a bigoted piece of shit. No, sorry, he didn't say that. He called her a bigoted old woman because she said that, foreigners might be a problem, that there's too many of them, that maybe, being English is a good thing. Anyway, bigoted old woman. But Gordon Brown really, really likes a different country that's not ours. So, yeah. He's not Scottish, by the way.
You need that many bods in the 21st century running things. If you needed 30,000 people in 1975, you don't need 30,000 people in 2025, right? Groupthink, status quo. These are the enemies of progress, maybe. 0344 499 1000. And here's an area that has a connecting sort of interest in terms of a big government department. This is the Home Office. Spent £1 million on mass fatality tents, which could store up to 700 bodies in case of emergency. This sparks fears, of course, of undisclosed threats, naturally. Terrorism risks are still substantial. Disease concerns like...
Sorry. Why is the government buying body tents? With all the things that are going on in this country, with the fact that they're housing illegal militant migrants in hotels and random hospices and gyms around the country, why are they now buying body tents? Guys, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why are they buying body tents? They've never done that. Why are they doing that now? Why are they doing that now? I feel like a crazy person, but this is not crazy, right? Why is the government importing millions of fighting-age men and dispersing them around the country in Operation Scatter, right? And housing them around schools and local centres and business centres, and then hiring or buying body tents. Tents that can house up to 700 people. Sorry, I said people. 700 bodies. Why are they buying these things? What the fuck are they expecting? And why are they expecting it? What are they expecting? What are they driving here? Whose side are they on? That's what I want to know, right? Because the government seems to be doing everything against the British, everything against the English. And now they're buying tents that will house 700 bodies at a time. Again, right, I don't want to be sensationalist. But guys, what the fuck is going on? Like, when do people go, okay, that's enough. That's weird. That's too much. That is like another domino in the step of going from a normal person to a person that goes, what the fuck is going on? Again, all the dominoes are moving in the same direction, and the direction is that this government fucking hates us. They have no good intentions. Why are they buying or hiring these massive tents that hold nothing but dead bodies? Again, watch this.
Ebola, are the government hiding something, or is this just standard fare? Who knows? Let's speak to a man who knows this territory well. Danny Shaw, Home Affairs commentator, former advisor to Yvette Cooper. Danny, good afternoon to you. I mean, when you read that there was actually some job adverts, I'm sure you saw these, saying, you know, anyone want to apply for this contract, we need the tents and all that goes with it in case, you know.
And if you applied for it and we find you, we will consider you a traitor to this country. Now, what that means moving forward will depend. But it's not going to be good for you. You're fucked.
You need to either refrigerate or keep or store 700 bodies. And I was reading that thinking, man, is there something we don't know here? Is something hiding around the corner, Danny, or is this just standard practice?
Well, no, it can't be. They've never done it before. They've never done it before. This is stupid. Standard practice? Fuck you. No way. It's not standard. This is bizarre bullshit.
It's alarming, isn't it? At first sight, you do think, what is the Home Office not telling us?
Yeah.
But I think actually the truth.
This is the government that has imported over 100,000 fighting age men from Afghanistan, the people that were traitors to their own people, and then lied about it, and then brought out a court injunction making sure that the media couldn't talk about it for 3 years. This is the same government. Trust us, guys.
Truth is, it's rather more prosaic than that. It's a bit mundane and a bit routine. I think what the Home Office is doing is it's had a contract, I think, for the past couple of years to provide contingency support to local authorities should there be some terrible event, another pandemic, or a terrible.
Fine. Yeah, it's perfectly convenient, it's perfectly suitable, it's perfectly in line with the current logic that the current government is going to spill out to you using people like this. By the way, this guy doesn't look English, right? That guy looks English, right? He looks like an English guy, a little bit gay, but still English. That guy does not look English. That guy looks like he's from the Middle East. I don't trust him. I don't care who he is. I don't know who he is, but I don't trust him because he doesn't look English. And that's where I am right now. If someone doesn't look English and they're trying to tell me that I need to trust them, I need to trust them. Even though they're doing something evil, just trust me, guys. Just trust me. No, you're done. You're done. I don't fucking trust you. I don't trust the government. And when you're hiring body tents, I fucking trust you less. Not more, you stupid cunt. Fuck you.